So now we are not logged into our application, but we see that courses that were even unpublished and unapproved. We're going to fix that. For this, we're going to our home controller and add the scope that we didn't add before. So remember that in the course.rb, we declared a few scopes, and we can check if a course was published and if it was approved. So we're going to add these scopes here. So published and approved. Now we're going to search only for the published and approved courses, except of the purchased courses, because there we are anyway choosing the courses only for the current user. So now we see only the courses that were published and approved. Now we're going to make this continue learning thing visible only if we have a current user. So we'll just go to our home index, take the continue learning and make it visible only if current user. Just like this. Let's see. So a current user doesn't see it anymore. And now we can also make a course visible. So we are not logged in, but we can look at the general content of a course and see the course page. Now, it is really good for our SEO and for people to see that there is a course, the content, and for them to want to log into the application and actually buy the course. So let's make a course show action visible if a user isn't logged in. Now, we remember that we used our application controller to set the authenticate user for all the actions. So a user has to be authenticated for any action. But in home controller, we skip this authentication for the index action. And we're going to do the same for courses show action. So we're going to the courses controller, and here we're going to skip authentication for the show action. Let's refresh, and let's try looking at the course. So here we have a course and we start getting errors. Now this is already not an error that we can't see the course. There is a different kind of error. So undefined method ID for nil class, because we are not logged in and we are looking for a current user ID. Now we shouldn't be looking for a current user ID if we are not logged in with a user that has an ID. So to skip this error, we are just going to go to our lessons policy. We said that the error is in lessons policy. Let's go there. And the same we did with our course policy. We're going to check if the user is actually present, if there is a current user. So we're going to the lesson policy and we're going to edit for the edit action. Let's try now. Okay, now we can see a course page, even if the user is not logged in. Now for all other actions, the user still has to log in. And here we try to press check price, and we want it actually to be redirected not to the course show page, but to the enroll to the course path. So we'll go to the courses helper, and it's going to bring the user to the new course enrollment path so that the user has to actually log in. So the user has to log in. Looks quite nice to me. And here in the course policy, I also noticed a thing that can bring us errors in the future. So we're going to also check if the user is present for the bought action, because here we're also checking for a current user. Now it must be sufficient and we'll be able to see our course even if we are not logged in. So thank you.